Montenegro. A hidden gem in Europe, a place where the mountains meet the sea. You've probably heard of Croatia or Greece, but Montenegro? Not so much. Yet, this tiny country is one of the most breathtaking spots on the planet, and you're about to find out why. Let's start with the Bay of Kotor. Think clear waters, majestic mountains, villages clinging to the coastline. It's like a scene straight out of a movie. You'll feel like you've stepped into a postcard. The bay is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You can explore its hidden towns. Perast is one of the prettiest, picture perfect. A tiny island in the middle of the bay. It's called Our Lady of the Rocks. It's a must-see. Now drive just 20 minutes away and you'll find Kotor. The town itself feels frozen in time. Narrow streets, medieval buildings. You'll be walking along ancient walls. The city's charm? It's in its old world beauty. Climb the city walls for a view you won't forget. The climb is tough, but worth it. The view of the bay from above? Stunning. Let's switch gears. Ever heard of Dermator National Park? If you haven't, get ready to be blown away. This place has it all. Rugged mountains, crystal clear lakes, dense forests. The Black Lake, or Ciarno Jezero, is pure magic. It's the perfect spot for hiking or just soaking in nature. You'll feel like you're on top of the world. Not too far from here, you'll find Terra Canyon, the second deepest canyon in the world. You'll be standing on a bridge looking down. The river below? Wild and untamed. It's like something out of a fantasy novel. Want adventure? Go whitewater rafting here. You won't forget it. But let's not forget the beaches. Montenegro's coastline is stunning. Budva is the most famous. Old town Budva is a maze of cobbled streets. It's full of life, full of history. And when you're done exploring, head to Mogren Beach. Golden sand, turquoise waters, the perfect escape. The town of Sveti Stefan deserves a mention. An island. Yes, an island connected to the mainland by a narrow strip of land. The place looks straight out of a fairy tale. It's a luxury spot, so it's pricey. But even if you don't stay, it's worth a visit. Want to see something unique? Go to Lake Skadar. It's the largest lake in the Balkans, and it's surrounded by rolling hills. The water? Peaceful. Quiet. It's the perfect spot for bird watching. There are so many species here. Plus, you can take a boat ride and explore the tiny islands dotted across the lake. Ever been to a beach where you can swim in the morning and hike a mountain by afternoon? You can do that in Montenegro. The beaches of Ulcinj, the longest in the country. You can rent a kayak, paddle out, or go windsurfing. The whole vibe here is laid back. Let's talk about the hidden gems, the places you won't find in every guidebook. First up, the town of Nikšić. It's quiet. It's charming. But most importantly, it's real. Locals sit outside cafes. They sip coffee. Life is slow here. If you want to get away from the crowds, this is the place. Another hidden gem. The village of Njeguši, nestled in the mountains. You won't find luxury hotels here, but you will find authentic food. Homemade cheeses, smoked ham. It's a taste of Montenegro's heart. It's also the birthplace of the country's royal family. If you're into history, you need to check out the Ostrog Monastery. Carved into a cliffside, it's an impressive sight. It's one of the most visited places in Montenegro. People come for spiritual reasons. The views alone are worth the trip, but the stories you'll hear are even better. Speaking of history, let's not forget about the old capital, Cetinje. The town is small, but it's rich with culture. You'll find old palaces, museums, churches. It's a town that tells the story of Montenegro's past. You can feel the history in the air. Now, if you're into hiking, Montenegro is a paradise. The mountains here are rugged, untouched. You can hike to the top of Mount Lovćen. From the summit, you can see all of Montenegro. The view? It's incredible. You'll be surrounded by nature. You'll feel alive. The climb is tough, but rewarding. It's one of the most beautiful hikes you can do. Montenegro may be small, but it's packed with incredible spots. You can enjoy both mountains and beaches. You can explore hidden gems. And you can experience history and culture that dates back centuries. We haven't even scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore here. So stay tuned. We've got more epic places to talk about. More adventures waiting for you. Ready to keep going? Let's dive deeper into Montenegro's magic. Where should we head next? All right, let's keep the adventure going. You think you've seen it all? Think again. Montenegro has surprises around every corner. Have you ever heard of the Bay of Herceg Novi? If not, you're in for a treat. This town is vibrant, full of color. It's like a mix of Mediterranean charm and Eastern European influence. The old town is a maze of narrow alleys. Cafes spill out onto the streets. You can feel the energy. But don't rush. Slow down and enjoy it. Walk along the sea promenade and you'll get a view that'll make you want to stay forever. But wait! The best part? Herceg Novi is known for its incredible botanical garden. It's called the Savina Monastery. It's a peaceful place. You'll find unique plants from all over the world, but it's also a spot of deep spiritual significance. The views of the bay from here? Breathtaking. It's a perfect blend of nature and history. Now let's go a bit off the beaten path. How about the coastal town of Petrovac? Small, quiet, but oh so perfect. The beach here is one of the most underrated in Montenegro. The water is calm. The sand is soft. It's the ideal place to relax and unwind. If you're into the beach vibe but want to avoid the crowds, this is where you go. Just take a stroll along the shore at sunset. The colors of the sky, unreal. Speaking of sunsets, let's head to the Lovćen National Park. If you've already hiked up to Mount Lovćen, you know how incredible it is. But have you seen it at sunset? The mountains glow in shades of pink and orange. You'll be in awe. Trust me, Dot. You won't find many places as stunning as this when the sun dips below the horizon. It's magic in its purest form. Let's switch things up again. Are you an adrenaline junkie? Montenegro's got you covered. Check out the city of Zabeljak. It's the gateway to the Dermitor Mountains. Perfect for outdoor activities. Skiing in winter, hiking in summer. And for those who love a good challenge, how about canyoning in the Navidio Canyon? You'll rappel down waterfalls, climb rocks, swim through narrow passages. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And if you're lucky, you might have the whole canyon to yourself. But even if you're not into extreme sports, the views here are still worth it. Dermitor National Park is filled with emerald green lakes. Each one looks like a postcard. Some of these lakes are so clear you can see all the way to the bottom. And the mountains surrounding them? Jaw-dropping. Back to the coast. Ever heard of the island of Sveti Nikola? It's just a short boat ride from Budva. No roads, no cars, just nature and beauty. The island is peaceful, perfect for a day trip. There's a small beach, crystal clear water. You'll feel like you've stepped into a secret paradise. If you're looking for quiet, this is it. But what if you're craving some history? Let's talk about the ancient city of Olsztyn, one of the oldest cities on the Adriatic. It's got a rich history, full of stories. Walk through its old town and you'll feel like you're stepping back in time. The city walls, the towers, the narrow winding streets. It's all part of the experience. And then there's the beach, the longest in Montenegro. It's called Velika Plaza, miles of sand. Perfect for a long walk. I haven't even told you about the food. Oh, you're in for a treat. Montenegro's cuisine is a perfect mix of Mediterranean and Balkan flavors. You'll find fresh seafood, grilled meats. But don't skip the local specialties. Try Njeguski Persut, the smoked ham. It's like nothing you've tasted before. And if you're into cheese, you've got to try pasticata, a rich, tender beef stew served with polenta and cheese. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. But if you're looking for something sweet, Montenegro has that covered too. Try torta od oraha, a walnut cake that will melt in your mouth. Or, if you're really feeling indulgent, have some krempita, a custard-filled pastry that's absolutely irresistible. We've been all over the place, from the beaches to the mountains, from towns rich in history to hidden gems. And still, there's so much more to uncover. Are you ready to keep exploring? Because Montenegro won't stop surprising you. Whether you're hiking, swimming, eating, or simply relaxing, there's always something new around the corner. And we've barely touched the surface. Want to dive deeper into the heart of Montenegro? There's a whole lot more where this came from. Trust me, Dot, you won't want to miss what's next. Stay with me, Dot, we quote Regis getting started. Where to next? You're still with me. Awesome. Let's keep the Montenegro train rolling. We're about to uncover even more places that will blow your mind. Ready? Let's head inland for a moment. Have you ever heard of the village of Savnik? Probably not. But trust me, it's one of the hidden gems in Montenegro. It's tucked away in the mountains, and it feels like stepping into a fairy tale. Small, quiet, and surrounded by lush greenery. The air is fresh. The sounds? Pure silence. It's the perfect spot for a peaceful escape. You'll find crystal clear rivers here, perfect for a cool dip during the summer. And if you're into hiking, the nearby slopes offer some of the most scenic trails in the country. But let's not go too far from the coast. How about the town of Bar? It's another underrated destination. Everyone talks about Budva or Kotor, but Bar is a gem in its own right. It's an ancient city with ruins dating back to Roman times. The old town of Bar is full of history. Wander through the ancient streets and discover what remains of its medieval walls, churches, and mosques. The atmosphere is calm, peaceful. It's one of those places where you can just get lost in the past. And Bar is known for something special. The olive trees here are ancient. Some of them are over 2,000 years old. The old olive tree is a national treasure. The tree has survived wars, earthquakes, and centuries of change. If you're a fan of olive oil, this region is famous for its high-quality organic olive products. You can even take a tour of one of the local olive farms and sample some of the freshest oil you've ever tasted. Trust me, it's a whole new level of flavor. All right, let's shake things up a bit. Montenegro has some of the best caves in Europe. Yes, caves! And one of the most impressive is the Vjetrenica Cave. Located near the border with Bosnia and Herzegovina, it's one of the largest caves in the region. Inside, you'll find an underground world full of stalactites and stalagmites. The cave is also home to a unique species of blind salamanders. It's like a hidden, otherworldly realm. If you're into nature and adventure, this is definitely one for the books. Moving on, let's talk about the Biogradska Gora National Park. You want untouched wild nature? This is the place. It's one of the last remaining rainforests in Europe. Massive ancient trees, a serene lake at the center, wildlife everywhere. You might even spot a brown bear if you're lucky. The park is perfect for hiking, camping, or just disconnecting from the modern world. It's so peaceful here, you'll forget all about city life. If you're a nature lover, this park will feel like heaven on earth. Now back to the coast. The island of Mamula is one of those places that's impossible to forget. You can only reach it by boat, and it's got this haunting, mysterious vibe to it. Why? Well, it used to be a prison during World War II. The fort that stands on the island is eerie and fascinating at the same time. The place is a mix of history and nature. It's definitely a spot for those who love a good story and some serious solitude. Speaking of unique experiences, let's talk about Montenegro's wine. Yep, it's a big deal here. You've probably had Italian or French wine, but Montenegro has its own wine culture that's definitely worth exploring. The country is home to some of the oldest vineyards in the world, and the wines here are unique. Ever heard of Vranac? It's a dark, rich red wine that you absolutely have to try. The vineyards in the region of Plantage are some of the most famous, and you can take a tour to learn about the history and process of winemaking. Trust me, the wine here is some of the best you'll ever taste. And if you're a fan of adventure sports, there's so much more to dive into. Have you ever thought about paragliding over the Bay of Kotor? It's one of the best places to try this adrenaline-packed sport. Imagine soaring above the bay, the mountains stretching out beneath you, the shimmering sea in the distance. It's an experience like no other. There are several companies that offer tandem paragliding tours, so even if you've never tried it before, you'll be in good hands. But okay, let's slow things down a bit and go for something more relaxing. Let's talk about spas. Montenegro has some incredible wellness resorts where you can unwind. One of the top spots is the Aman Sveti Stefan, a luxury resort on its own island. It's the perfect place for a spa day. Imagine being pampered with world-class treatments while gazing at the crystal-clear waters. It's pure indulgence. Still, Montenegro's charm isn't just in the big-ticket experiences. It's in the little moments, the quiet cafes, the hidden beaches, the random encounters with locals who will offer you a smile and a glass of rakia, the local brandy. It's the feeling that you're exploring a place that hasn't been overrun by tourists. Montenegro keeps its authenticity, and that's something really rare these days. Okay, let's get to the wild side for a second. Ever wanted to see a black eagle in the wild? Montenegro is home to a large population of these rare birds. If you head to Lake Piva or Mount Bjelašnica, you might get a chance to spot one soaring through the sky. These eagles are majestic, powerful, and they're one of the most impressive creatures you'll encounter in the wild. By now, you're probably realizing that Montenegro is a country full of surprises. Whether you're into history, nature, adventure, food, or just soaking in the culture, there's something for everyone here, and we haven't even covered half of it. So are you ready to keep going? Because there's plenty more waiting for you in this incredible country. Still with me? Let's keep uncovering these epic spots. Trust me, you won't want to miss the next part. Ready for more? Let's do this. You're still hanging with me? Awesome. Let's keep this Montenegro journey alive because trust me, we've only scratched the surface. So let's dive into even more breathtaking spots. Have you ever thought about visiting the Plav Lake? Tucked away in the northern part of the country, it's a place that will make you want to stop everything and just stare. The lake is surrounded by jagged mountains and lush green hills. The water is calm. Deep blue? Almost unreal. It's perfect for kayaking or just a peaceful boat ride. Plus, the nearby town of Plav is full of charm. You'll feel like you've entered a hidden corner of the world. Quiet, untouched. If you're looking to escape the crowds, this is the place. Now, if you've got a sense of adventure and a love for history, let's head to the fortress of Hajnehaj. It's located near the town of Sutomor, and it's one of the best preserved forts in the region. The fortress offers an amazing view of the Adriatic coastline and the surrounding mountains. It's a short hike up, but the panoramic views from the top, they'll take your breath away. And the best part? You'll likely have it all to yourself. No huge crowds. Just you, history, and a stunning view. Let's get a little more adventurous again. Ever thought about exploring Montenegro by horseback? The country's terrain is perfect for equestrian adventures. Imagine riding through the forests of the Prokletia Mountains, following the same ancient paths that have been used for centuries. The horses here are well-trained, and you'll be guided by locals who know every inch of the landscape. It's a unique way to experience Montenegro's wild beauty. It's like taking a step back in time. Okay, we're moving into a slightly more obscure but incredibly rewarding area now. Have you heard of Maracca Monastery? Hidden away in the Maracca Valley, this monastery is one of the most important religious sites in Montenegro. It's set right next to a fast-flowing river and surrounded by steep cliffs. It's been there for centuries, and while it might not be as famous as some other monasteries, it's definitely one of the most serene and peaceful places you'll visit. You'll feel a deep sense of spirituality here and the surrounding natural beauty. It's pure tranquility. You can almost hear the whisper of history in the air. Speaking of history, let's take a trip to the old Roman town of Risan. It's part of the Bay of Kotor, but doesn't get as much attention as places like Kotor or Perast. But it's got so much to offer. The town was founded by the Romans, and you can still see remnants of their presence. The Roman mosaics are some of the most beautiful in the Balkans. They're incredibly well preserved. Walking through this small town, you get a real sense of what life was like during Roman times. It's like walking through a piece of history. All right, are you ready for something completely different? Let's talk about the wild side of Montenegro again. You've heard of the Tara River Canyon, but have you heard about the Mrtvo More? It's a part of the Boka Kotorska Bay, and it's completely different from everything else you've seen in Montenegro. It's an area of quiet, untouched nature with an almost eerie, calm atmosphere. The name Mrtvo More means Dead Sea, and the waters here are super still. This place is a nature lover's dream. Perfect for kayaking, fishing, or just soaking in the beauty. Still with me? Good! Because we're about to talk about one of Montenegro's most beautiful and underrated coastal destinations. Ever heard of Lustica Peninsula? It's tucked away from the usual tourist path, which makes it even more special. The peninsula is dotted with hidden beaches. Think crystal clear waters, dramatic cliffs, and lush greenery. The beaches here are a bit more isolated, which means you can spend a whole day without bumping into crowds. It's a true escape. And don't forget to visit Blue Cave, a stunning sea cave that's only accessible by boat. The way the sunlight hits the water inside makes it glow a brilliant electric blue. It's one of the most magical experiences you can have in Montenegro. And then there's Kolasin, another stunning mountain town that deserves a mention. Kolasin is the perfect spot if you want to experience Montenegro's winter magic. During the winter, this place turns into a ski resort with pristine slopes and cozy chalets. But even in the summer, it's a haven for hikers. You can explore the nearby Biogradska Gora National Park or head into the Bjelasica Mountains. The town is small, charming, and surrounded by forests, rivers, and lakes. It's a place where nature is king. All right, before we wrap up, let's talk about something that not many people know about Montenegro: the cultural festivals. The country may not be as famous for its festivals as other European countries, but trust me, the festivals here are incredible. In Kotor, the Kotor Art Festival brings together musicians, artists, and performers from all over the world. The streets are alive with music, theater, and dance. The atmosphere? Electric. And then there's the Boka Navy Festival in Herceg-Novi. It's a celebration of Montenegro's maritime history, and it includes everything from boat races to fireworks. These festivals add a layer of cultural richness to Montenegro's already stunning landscape. All right, here we are. After all that, it's clear Montenegro is a country that's packed with surprises at every turn. Whether you're hiking through rugged mountains, lounging on hidden beaches, or immersing yourself in the rich history and culture, this small but mighty country offers something for everyone. From the jaw-dropping Bay of Kotor to the peaceful serenity of Lake Skadar, Montenegro's beauty isn't just seen, it's felt. It's the kind of place that stays with you long after you leave. It's got charm, it's got character, and it's waiting to be explored. So, what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, put Montenegro on your bucket list, and get ready to experience a side of Europe that still feels untouched by the masses. Whether it's your next adventure, your next getaway, or the start of your next great journey, Montenegro will be there, ready to impress. Trust me, once you set foot here, you won't want to leave. See you in Montenegro.